Get a Job in Tech, Episode 180. Common questions you might encounter during a Cybersecurity Administrator interview. Technical questions. Number 1. What are the key components of a secure network architecture? Number 2. Can you explain the difference between symmetric and asymmetric encryption? Number 3. How do you approach securing a web application? Number 4. What is a firewall and how does it work? Number 5. Describe the steps you would take to handle a data breach. Number 6. What are some of the common types of malware and how do you detect them? Number 7. How do you stay updated with the latest cybersecurity threats and trends? Number 8. Can you walk me through the process of setting up and managing a VPN or VPNs? Number 9. What are some strategies for securing cloud-based environments? And number 10, how do you manage and monitor user access and permissions? Under situational questions, number 1, describe a time when you had to respond to a security incident. What was the outcome? Number 2, how would you handle a situation where a critical vulnerability was discovered in your system? Number 3, what steps would you take if a user reported a potential phishing attempt? Number 4, can you provide an example of how you improved security measures in your previous role? Number 5, how would you prioritize and manage multiple security incidents occurring simultaneously? Under behavioral questions, number 1, how do you approach problem solving in high pressure situations? Number 2, describe a time when you had to explain a complex security issue to a non-technical audience. Number 3, how would you work with other departments to ensure compliance with security policies? Number 4, can you give me an example of how you handle conflicting priorities or tight deadlines? And number 5, what motivates you to work in cybersecurity? General knowledge questions. Number 1, what are the latest cybersecurity threats or trends you're aware of? Number 2, how do you evaluate the effectiveness of your security policies and procedures? Number 3, what certifications or training do you have that are relevant to this role? And 4, how do you approach ongoing education and skill development in the field of cybersecurity? Some other questions that might be asked in cybersecurity interview question are, what is the difference between a threat, vulnerability, and risk? Okay, number 2, can you explain the CIA triad and its importance in information security? Number 3, what are the key components of a security policy? Number 4, how do you stay current with cybersecurity trends and threats? Number 5, describe a time when you identified and migrated a security vulnerability. Number 6, what is the difference between explain the concept of a multi-factor authentication and why it is important. And number 7, how do you perform a risk assessment? These are some of the questions that could be asked in a cybersecurity interview. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.